You are prohibited from landing at this facility.
Unfortunately, our automated system is unable to access that ship at this time.
Okay, let's get this out of the way. Yes, this ship is really cool. Okay, cool. Even I have to say that, and if your opinion differs, you must have been curb stomped as a newborn. Now for fuck's sake! So then, Avenger Titan, a ship that vast majority of Star Citizen fans would say is the go-to ship if you're thinking of buying into the whole crowdfunding thing rather than going for the absolute cheapest Mustang or Aurora packages. And you know what? Sure, the ship is cool and sure it's more capable than either of the malformed deep-fried Mars bars. But is it worth it? Well, just like a carbon fiber-like prosthetic, sure, but you have to have a missing leg first. So the question is, are you ready to recreate Happy Tree Friends just for this thing? By that I mean, fuck no! And you should not spend real money to get it. Okay, what is going on with Star Citizen now? Did 3.11 update introduce mandatory crashes? Now before I slam the space trash like the elderly smash the phone lines of the regional radio stations to complain about 10-penny heating bill increase, I better make sure to sing its praises too. Okay, that's it, go die in a fire, Star Citizen! I did want to say nice things, but then you have to spend 10 minutes crashing and recording only 10-second clips of the subject. You can fuck right off to whatever anal pustule you came from. Go trust a milling machine or embrace a high-yield transformer, you wretched crowdfunding crotch goblin. Okay, so to just explain, I'm sitting here trying to film and make this thing look the best it could, but this piece of shit in 3.11 keeps on breaking as soon as I start filming and alt-tabbing. God fucking damn it! I'm really at my wit's end, right? So I will finish this, but let me tell you up front. Fuck CIG and their increasingly growing incompetence, greed and ambition. Updates like these you can take and dunk in a vat of acid and then shove them up your ass! So then, the looks. Clearly the design of this particular ship has come from 3 specific objects that we all like. The sleek body where nothing... let me try again. The sleek body where nothing seems to be wasted and made for one purpose. The modern fighter jets are a massive influence on the ship's overall design, and frankly, how can you hate it? These military jets are truly spectacular pieces of engineering. While most other things pale in comparison, indeed airplanes have that unique impact on our culture. But it's not the only one. As you can tell, there's another strong influence in this design. The reusable spacecraft, otherwise known as the Space Shuttle. Its design is clearly behind the seemingly heat-resistant plating underneath the ship, while the whitish top signifies its real-world counterpart. This ship alone encompasses the combined futuristic modern equivalents, and really, you have to be heartless, tasteless, drop baby not to appreciate this amazing design. It is indeed one of my personal favorites within Star Citizen. However, the third influence for the ship, while very nice, I hate to see in a spaceship. The banana. Yes, that's right, the banana is the cause of the crooked nose and the overall shape that makes this potentially cool space/atmosphere fighter jet ship into an aerodynamic nightmare that would break apart at highway speeds. I've seen the banana's influence in Elite, I've seen it in No Man's Sky, I've seen it in other games, and now I got to wonder, what is it with spaceship designers and bananas? As for the inside, well, this too is a massive treat, as it always is with Star Citizen. Well, unless you look at the Mustang Alpha, that is. Anyways, the only entry into the cockpit is through the back, so you always need to take the mini walk and the mini tour through the ship before actually starting up, and frankly, it's a treat. While Titan is a small ship, it's roomier inside than you would think, which is interesting. And that also translates into its performance as well. I mean, you can carry so much box mission in this boyo, it's great. And you don't need to do some stupid tricks to accomplish it either. Now, yes, there is a ladder for the cockpit, as you can see, but I only found the way to open it from the inside, so I presume that's only an exit. The bunk beds are a cool touch, but let me get this straight. Star Citizen only has one system. I don't give a single solitary fuck if they will plan on releasing a roadmap for planning another system, or that they have it already in their internal servers. What I see is what I get, and what I get is one system that can be traversed in about 20 minutes. So, Titan is a fighter that would spend very little time in space, even if he had multiple systems. Also, presumably it has a very small fuel tank, as a usual case for the fighters. Though, come to think of it, they did mark it down as a courier. But still, why the fuck would you need a bed? The same question I had for Aurora, but you know what? I give up. Everyone needs beds. No, seriously, the fuck is the logic here? Maybe it was the artist who thought that it simply looked cool or something, so fuck it, just instead of more cargo or better engine, let's put in beds. Genius! Now, as for the cockpit, frankly, it's very bare bones. Surprisingly, it's underwhelming, unlike rest of the ships, yet it leans into the whole jet fighter feel. And it used to have the greenish HUD color, which was really cool. I mean, it's still kinda hard to see no matter what color it is, but let's not get bogged down by the pesky usability or logic questions. Let's just admire and indulge in ignorance, like Christians do. But really, there's just so much of this ship that screams, I want to be a real fighter jet, that only makes you admire its big heart, even if its face and posture resembles a banana. Now, as you expect, it's a very maneuverable, combat-like ship, or at least yesterday it was. Who knows, maybe tomorrow CAG will make it into, no, something else, if you know what I mean. Sure, currently, it turns faster than most ships, and it has some decent gun ports too, that you can strap something nice onto, but if you join one of those space fight modes, you most likely will get laughed at by the big boys with their deep pockets in their big toys, like an executive laughs at the back alley bum fights over a roadkill. The only ones you'll probably be killing will be the pleb peasants in the cheapo starter ships, so good luck out there, Ace. In the race mode, however, it's surprisingly nice. Not overly great, but this mode is more about not ramming things rather than going fast most of the time, and this can do it well. As for the aforementioned dead horse beating segment, well, it's time for How Big of a Sucker You Are! So, due to how cool this ship looks, how simple and roomy the interior is, and the little better current version of the performance it has, everyone and their dog will be recommending this to you. And it only costs $25 more than the basic packages. Well, I'm here to tell you, don't buy it with real cash, or rather, use that $25 for a nice bunch of beers, or some good pastries. I mean, do you know how many good eclairs you can buy for $25? In fact, if you want to spend $25 somewhere, well, there's my Patreon, and if you want to support my work here, you know, that's an option. Link down below, by the way. But the real reason you should not spend extra money on Star Citizen is, well, there are frankly multiple reasons, but in this case specifically, it's designed to encourage you to spend more and to try and eke out as much money out of the cheapos as possible. You know how in many places there's the basic options and the deluxe option that is like only a couple of bucks more but offers seemingly so much more? Well, here's the same case. CAG has pretty much kneecapped the cheapest packages and uses that as a leverage to eke out more out of your pocket. But Yemek says no. No to pay to win, and definitely no to pay to win crowdfunding, let alone one that is still being developed. Better yet, if you need a car salesman example, don't give in to the mentality where you think that you need red brake calipers that cost $800 extra when you're already spending 20 grand. No. Think of how many drugs or eclairs you can buy for that money. In the end, I guess the positive outlook for the contrast of the ship's counterparts will constantly make it shine. But it's a sleazy car salesman tactic that I'm frankly yet to find people mention in the same place. Maybe because they are being intellectually dishonest. I don't know. But what I know is that I'll stick with my shit-ass basic package and not buy this thing. And in case I really need it, there's always an option to grind for this jet fighter wannabe. As for the money that I saved, well, now that one I'll use to buy, let's see, milk chocolate, milk, ice cream, bananas, chips, kvass, soda pop, cinnamon buns, a piece of honey cake, garlic bread, hot sauce, hard candy, toffees, coffee.